Dolce and Gabbana, Fendi and Adana, Karen, they be sharing all their money, got me wearing fly.
Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nakia. If this is your first time here. And over here, I call you guys cousins. And the only thing you have to do to become a cousin is to like and subscribe to the channel. So today we're talking about beauty maximizing. It is not hard to do. It's just simply recognizing what works best for your facial features. I'm more than qualified to tell you these things because I've been in the beauty industry now for over 25 years. And I've seen a lot of women come and go. I have done a lot of makeovers. I have done a lot of hair, makeup transformations, beauty consultations. So I am more than qualified to talk about these things. And beauty maximizing may sound a little strange, but it's really not that strange. It's very, very common, but women just don't know how to do it. It's recognizing your facial features, what colors work best for you, what hairstyles work best for you, what makeup enhancements work best for you or not, what clothes work best for you. That's what beauty maximizing is. So for me, I know that when my hair is pulled back and more of my face is showing, that's maximizing my beauty features. I love to have my hair pulled back. I know that short hair don't work well with me because my face is kind of long and more fuller hair works better for me. So it's kind of recognizing what works for you and what colors work for you and how to enhance those beauty features. So we're going to jump right into it. So beauty maximizing is intentionally improving your appearance by highlighting the best features of your body. It's about knowing you, knowing your face shape, knowing your eye shape, knowing your skin undertones. Because when you know your skin undertones, you know what shade of hair color works best for you. Know your body shape, because then you'll know what clothes work best for you. So all of these things are important in maximizing your beauty. Understanding these things will help you choose the proper glasses to wear, because a bigger frame may not fit your face. A bigger frame fits my face. I love me an aviator frame. It fits my face perfectly. But a more slender eyeglass, sunglass frame, that don't really work for me. So you have to know what your face shape is, and it'll help you to pick out the right glasses, the right earrings. Because my face is a little bit more elongated, I don't like to wear hanging earrings. It just don't fit my face. It don't look good on me. So I like to stick to earrings that are more risen up, like a pair of studs, or even a hoop, but a hoop that's fitting like right here and it don't drop past my jawline. Hanging earrings do not look flattering on me at all, so knowing your face shape is super important. So let's get into hairstyles for different face shapes. Now, me, because my face is more on a longer side, a longer, fuller hairdo. A short hairdo does not do a long face any justice to me at all. So if you have more of a round face, then a short pixie will work good for you. Stuff that's going to frame your face really well will be super cute. Also, if you're one of the girls who have beautiful, healthy skin, just know that every makeup trend is not for you. What will maximize your beauty is allowing your beautiful skin to show. So doing things like keeping your eyebrows arched nicely and don't take so much off, don't take so much of the brow off. Arching your eyebrows nicely, and making sure your lashes are looking very defined. So wearing mascara, you don't always have to wear a pair of lashes, but if you got beautiful skin, make sure your eyebrows are arched. Make sure your lashes are defined, whether that's putting on a strip or having eyelash extensions or wearing mascara. And making sure your skin is super moist and glowy and just letting your beautiful skin show. You don't have to get into the makeup trends. You don't have to get into all of the makeup trends. You got a trend of your own. You have beautiful, healthy, glowing skin. That's something that you should maximize. Allow it to show, allow it to shine. And if you just want to add a little something extra to your already beautiful, glowing skin, get the blush bombs. They just want to add like a nice little color to your cheeks. You could possibly put it on your lips, just add a little flush to your cheeks and to your lip, and your skin is popping, your brows is done, and your eyelashes are serving nice, natural, beautiful looks. And healthy skin is the foundation to beauty maximizing. You want to make sure you have a good skincare routine. You want to make sure you're wearing your sunscreen. You want to make sure you're drinking plenty of water. I mean, a daily skincare routine is vital. And it's two different types of skincare routines. It's one that you're going to do in the daytime and it's one you're going to do at night. My daytime skincare routine, but in the morning, I want to get a face wash that's going to really like pull out all the oils and the dirt out of my skin. I'm going to use me a toner, a nice toner. I love the Tatcha toner. I'm going to use me a nice toner, and I'm going to seal that up with a good moisturizer, possibly one that has a sunscreen in it. For my nighttime routine, I'm using something that's for blemishes because I don't know, me personally, I tend to get darker pigmentations on my cheek the older I get. So I'm always going to use something that's going to get rid of the pigmentation. So something that has a toner in it. Hyaluronic acid, I'm using that for up underneath. Listen, it's a process. It's a process, and you got to be worth the process. So I'm using hyaluronic acid up underneath my eyes. The rest of my face is getting me a really good moisturizer that has a retinol in it. And if I'm dealing with any pimples or any cystic acne, which only happens every now and then, like I'm dealing with one right now, then I'm using tretinoin for that. And I'm also using the tretinoin on my neck and on my hands. So that's my nighttime routine. Just know the best makeup sits on healthy skin. Makeup. Let's learn how to do makeup that enhances your beauty features instead of covering them up. Learning how to make sure your brows are nicely arched and filled in, not overdone, not too dark. The right color, the right shade for your eyebrows is so important. You don't want to use a dark eyebrow pencil or pomade that's going to make you look angry. You just don't want you want your brows to be the center of attention, but not in a bad way. You don't want them to be too dark, too sharp, and it start to make you look angry. You don't want that. So making sure your brows are nicely trimmed, and a medium brown color works well for most people. You know, I have seen a young lady before and she was on the lighter skin and she had a black brow, right? But her hair was also jet black. So, but her brows was like nicely trimmed and not too thick, but they were like, I mean, they were just as black as her hair. But it worked for her. It worked for her and it was really pretty. You know, for the most part, when I'm doing my clients, I tend to lean away from those really dark shades for their brows and just making sure that they are extra arched and neat and nice and precise. And it usually will make the look pop through. So I would say stay away from really dark eyebrow products and kind of stick to the shade of your hair mostly. So that's like a medium brown for most people. Now, if you got colorful hair, that's a whole nother topic and we'll get on that too. Use blush, highlighting, and contouring very strategically. You want to use your highlighting to kind of get rid of any dark circles from underneath your eyes, but you want to make sure it's maybe just 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. And don't use so much that it kind of gets into the groove up underneath your eyes. You don't want to see all of those wrinkles and folds up underneath your eyes. So getting a concealer that's really moisturizing helps a whole lot. Contouring. You want contouring to enhance your beauty features. So contouring is supposed to make things look smaller, you know, make it fall back a little bit. Highlighting is to bring things up to the forefront. So when you contour, you could contour around your hairline to give the appearance of a smaller forehead, if that's your thing. You can contour in the hollows of your cheek to give yourself a slimmer looking face. So with those things going on, now you're enhancing your beauty features instead of covering them up, because the goal isn't to wear more makeup. The goal is to wear smarter makeup, stuff that's going to make you look gorgeous, make you look refreshed, make you look youthful. That's the goal of the makeup. And grooming matters. Sometimes the small details make the big difference, like making sure your teeth are whiter, making sure your clothes are ironed, making sure your nails are done, making sure your perfume is projecting. That is so important. I have to stop on that one because I don't think a lot of women take that as serious as it is. Your perfume should be projecting, because sometimes your scent, you will walk past and your scent will still be in the room, you know, and you just don't want that scent to be smelling like hair that's been pressed and skin And that's the only way I can put it. You know, you want your scent to kind of linger in the room. So making sure that you have nice layered fragrances is so important. And that's also part of having a polished look. Making sure your shoes are clean. You know, I know that these things that should be, these are things that should not have to be said, but actually they should be said. Making sure your clothes are pressed. You know, these things are so super important to maximizing your beauty and having a more polished appearance. Posture and confidence. These two things exude beauty maximizing. The way you hold your shoulders back when you walk, the way your back is straight, the way your head is positioned, all of those things are kind of like, it's giving people an impression of you before you even open your mouth. You know, a lot of times when I see my daughter walking, she's only 13, so I'm still grooming her properly, you know, to do these things. But when I tell you that 13-year-old, oh my goodness, she'll put some grown people to shame with how she take care of herself. But sometimes I will catch her where her shoulders are slumped forward. And I'll just kind of like press like right in the middle of her back. And I'll tell her, I say, pull, straighten up your back. And then she put her shoulders back. Because the way you stand, the way you sit, the way your shoulders are, it also makes your clothes look better. So if your shoulders are back, it exudes confidence, and it also makes your clothes look better. And it makes people kind of deal with you in a different type of way when you're walking with confidence and your posture is straight. You want to stand tall. You want your shoulders to be back. You want to walk confidently, because confidence changes how people perceive you. First quarter, right away, when you walk with your shoulders back and you just look like you belong in the room, people perceive you differently. I can remember a time, and I think this happened merely because I was so used to pushing my son's wheelchair. So I'm always pushing his wheelchair, and I don't know why, but I tend to lean forward when I'm pushing his chair, you know? So when I wasn't pushing his chair, it's almost like I was walking, leaning forward. And I had just had somebody to tell me, they was like, you know, Kia, you kind of walking, you know, like you walking forward, like your body is going before your feet. And now once I caught on to that, I would watch my posture. Like even if I'm passing a mirror, I would look in the mirror, or I'll look in the glass if I'm out at the mall, and make sure that my posture is straight and that I'm walking properly. I didn't catch it, but the more you are in tune to yourself, you will start trying to pay more attention to those things, you know, making sure that you're not slumped over, making sure you're not doing, you know, that stance that I was doing, like I'm leaning forward. But you want to make sure your posture is straight, because that is another way of beauty maximizing. Because of your posture, it's going to make your clothes flow differently. You just look better when your posture is better. And let's not forget that beauty starts from within. Managing your stress levels, having gratitude, protecting your peace, being kind, all of those things have a way of making a person look so pretty on the outside because of how they conduct themselves on a daily basis. The most beautiful people I've met, they are not just attractive, but they radiate confidence, they radiate peace, they radiate joy, they radiate love. And those people are just like kind of glowing from the inside out, because they're paying attention to themselves, and they're also paying attention to how they treat other people. And I've had people to tell me on several occasions, it's like, you're not just pretty, but you're beautiful on the inside and you're beautiful on the outside. And I think that's one of the best compliments I can get, for people to tell me, you know, I will work with you anytime. You know, I don't know if you knew this, but I had a salon years ago filled with women, and each one of those girls have told me, I will work with you anytime. It is a pleasure working with you. And that is that's a big deal. When people enjoy your company, that's a big deal. So I would say, let's not forget that beauty starts on the inside. So treat people well, treat yourself well. You know, don't negate the fact that having a good healthy mental space is important, because when you're keeping your mental health intact, you're also low-key helping other people mental health stay intact. Because if you're treating people any kind of way, you're treating yourself bad, you really messing with other people mental too, you know? So try to keep your peace together, and that peace will kind of trickle down to the people that you deal with on a daily basis. Just remember, beauty maximizing isn't about becoming someone else. It's about discovering that part of yourself, that beautiful part of yourself that's been there all along, and seeing what makes her feel good, what makes her look good. If you take away anything from this video, take away this: invest in yourself, because confidence is the most important thing you can wear. Feeling good about what you have on is secondary. When you're walking around here and you know you look good, you know you feel good, you know you're exercising, you're treating your body right, you know you're eating the proper things to take care of your body, you know you're taking your supplements, you know you're drinking your water, you're doing everything to love on yourself from the inside out. You're not consuming content that's negative and gossipy. You're consuming content that is building you up. You're reading your word. You're communing with God. You're doing everything that you can do to build your inner man up. The confidence is going to come. For sure, the confidence is going to come. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Let me know what beauty maximizing tip that you're going to try first. My beauty maximizing, let me tell you what I do on a daily basis. My beauty maximizing is making sure my eyebrows are groomed, making sure my lashes is done, making sure my skin is moisturized, and making sure my lip is popping. And I might not put on a stitch of makeup, but I will have those lips lined and they're shining, baby. They're shining. So those are my beauty maximizing that I do on a daily basis, and making sure I have on a beautiful scent. So tell me, what's your beauty maximizing things that you're going to do in the comments, and let's talk about it. And let's remember, let's lift each other up. So thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to share it with a girl who you think will enjoy this video. So I'll see you in the next one.